Hey guys, and welcome back to Hogwarts Park. I'm so sorry you had to wait this long. This episode is the most obsolete I have ever published because the recordings are almost 4 weeks old. They precede the new update, and of course I did a lot of stuff with light and I built a lagoon, but it is what it is. I'm so sorry, I took a little sneak break, but I'm back now and we're starting with the lagoon. And here's a little trick in case you have the same problem as I have with the lagoon glitch. Is I want to know where exactly the railing is. So I started marking the inside perimeter and the outside perimeter, and it leaves me with this contour that is exactly that. It shows me exactly where the railing is. Oh my god, this sentence was messy. But yeah, this is, as the title of this video probably told you already, going to be part 2 of the Hufflepuff Care of Magical Creatures station. It occurred to me that I had a hatchery for regular dinosaurs, but I didn't have one for, flying reptiles or marine reptiles, and I didn't know if I was going to need it. But I figure flying reptiles probably, I don't know if we're going to use another lagoon in this build. But just in case, I thought it didn't hurt to add one to the Magical Creatures station. So we're starting with this. I'm glitching it again because I wanted both exhibits to be interactive again. And the only way that comes to my mind when building a singular lagoon is to include these stepping stones and a little path you can use to walk on it. We're pretending that this is like a little pond. I created, sort of like a natural edge that is fading into nature-y shore vegetation. And I used a ton of the tropical plants to pretend those are something like water lilies. And I think it works pretty well with these especially. The bushes, to me, they look like land vegetation, nothing underwater. But these tropical plants, I can see them growing underwater. So that's what I use predominantly, and placed the bushes in spots where I thought this would still be shore. Land mass of this little pond. I went back in after the update and added a ton of kelp because that was the one thing missing of really completing the look of this pond, because it adds aquatic vegetation to the water. It's not kelp, of course, in this case, although maybe it is. I mean, this is supposed to be a freshwater pond, but I added kelpies, of course. I mean, what else was I supposed to add? We got kelp. We needed kelpies. So there you go. I am now placing a ton of trees. I just love this glitch. I can't use lagoons anymore without glitching them. It's impossible for me. Something has to happen with these things, or they're just too boring for me. So that's what I did. I even placed, it's going to happen any minute now, these bamboo poles. I was trying to see if they could, if you didn't know it's a bamboo pole, look like, what is the name of the plant I'm looking for? Okay. I'm probably not going to edit this, so be with me live while I'm researching Schilf in English. Read is the word. I knew that. Okay. I'm so sorry. Anyhow, I thought maybe they could look like old reed stems or something. I've added the lagoon now and working on the terrain so it looks like the plants are underwater. Now I'm going back and you're seeing a ton of stuff that I've added, like glimpses of it around the lagoon already. But this is, please ignore it. I'm just adding kelp. I was completely over the moon that you could basically add the kelp into the hatchery. Great. I plastered this lagoon with kelp to make it look very, very and now I released the kelpies. And I think they look so great in here. They keep disappearing inside the kelp. I don't know why they keep panicking. I don't know why. I honestly don't know. Is it maybe because of the kelp and they don't like these overgrown spaces? Could that be the reason why they panic? Whatever. They panic. I don't know why. There's nothing in here except them and the kelp. Maybe they like open space more, so they're afraid there's something evil and huge hiding in the kelp to come and eat them. I don't care. It looks great with them swimming through the kelp and breaching the surface from time to time. Say hi to the kelpies. This is how it looks in the end. Wow, I really took my time with these glamour shots. But there you go. Now we have a lagoon hatchery for, the case we need one. And by the way, sorry for not addressing this before. This is a speed build, as you can see. I started this as a live build, but at one point just stopped talking. I don't know why, but I did, and then I turned it into a speed build because I was also very confused, which is part of it is this curve to sharp. This was really annoying. After this curve to sharp moment, I had blasted out all of my remaining energy and I was unable to talk. It took me a while to place this path, this track, inside this aviary, this one singular aviary. And I wanted it there so, I could bring in this interactiveness. It is a walkthrough aviary, and it is going to house a very special animal. This is the habitat of the Hufflepuff House mascot, and it was a suggestion by Jurassic Canon King again, which is the golden snidget. So again, we're breeding J. Holopterus, this time in yellow. And the golden snidget is a very special bird. It is a tiny yellow golden bird that is very fast, very good at hiding, and it used to be believed to be extinct. Turns out a very small population of them still alive. They are being guarded by the centaurs in the Forbidden Forest. But I thought, it should be something in Hufflepuff. And how about, this station has started a breeding program for this bird. It is under protection, of course, but it is very rare. The reason it is very rare, by the way, is, and the name is already giving it away, it used to be hunted and caught for fun. This is how Quidditch came to be. And people are cruel, gruesome. So they just snatched these birds for fun until they were extinct. And only then did they invent the golden snitch, a substitute for the bird. I believe the wizarding community has something to make up for regarding this animal. So it is now the Hufflepuff house mascot, park mascot. Oh my God, yeah. And once or twice a day, they are giving tours through this aviary to show the people this marvelous, beautiful, cute, small little animal that needs help. And so it works for me that this walkthrough aviary is, I thought, how do I make this, because it's the core of this section, how do I make this interactive and include an educational purpose to this exhibit without not making sense within the context of this being a breeding program of a rare, almost extinct animal. You wouldn't want people to walk in and out whenever they please, maybe snatch one, break it. They're very small. This is how you break them, by snatching them. Oh my God, this is so cruel. So, it's actually perfect that this tour track does not work as a path, so people don't really walk through it. But there's a tour, a guided tour by a staff member of the Care of Magical Creatures station who gives a speech, a lecture about the animal, what they're doing to preserve it. how it came to be extinct. You're allowed to walk through there with this person under observation. So it works for me. And that is the exhibit. I made it so that, because this animal is supposed to be very good at hiding, so I wanted to give it again, like in all the other exhibits I do, a space where it feels already hidden and safe. You know, I wanted to provide a safe environment for them to reproduce. I basically created like a little foresty space, which was a nightmare, and which is the reason why I left almost the entire decorating process out of this edit, because I had so much trouble entering the aviary at one point that it just wasn't fun. It wasn't fun to watch. It wasn't fun to build. But suffice it to say, I added a couple of lights to give it something magical, you know, some sort of golden glow. It's either where they are hiding their nests and keeping their golden eggs, or something to make them just feel comfortable, you know, and a couple of castle ruins to tie in with the entire Hogwarts idea. And that's it. It's a very, I'm showing you some shots, some glamour shots of it, which was, again, not easy to capture, because it's just there are too many trees in there. But it's a cute, nice little thing, so that's it. So here we are, 10 minutes later, 2 exhibits built. And you're probably wondering, what the hell is the rest of this video about? I'm telling you. I am also going to build the Hufflepuff common room, which is something, a common space. We know what a common room is. What am I talking about? But I always keep it near the house mascot, so it had to be here. Plus, I wanted to finally finish the entire Triwizard tournament thing idea I had, and that what was still missing was the Hufflepuff celebration area, and I figured to put it in and around the common room area. So that's what I'm doing today. As of now, we're pretending that the day the tour happens, one day in the future, is the day of the Triwizard tournament. So logically, the Hufflepuff section is prepared for the celebration act after the champion has found the trophy, and there's going to be a huge party. So I put a ton of little food cards, food cards? What's it? No, it's food trucks. Yeah. Legion's idea combined with Evo's take on it, because I really like the use of the Paleomedical vehicle. And a ton of restaurants, a ton of seating sections. The common room itself is going to become the dance floor, because, of course, where there's a party, there needs to be music and people dancing. But you know, it's basically it's a party. It's a party. A party needs food. A party needs drinks. A party needs ambiance. So that's what I'm providing, and I cannot believe it's going to take me 30 more minutes. Anyhow, what was I was talking about the food truck thing. I had my problems with using this decoration. I know it's Legion's original idea. Props go out to my little German friend. And because it looks so...
Well, it's nice. Rustic.
But one thing it has is the smoke coming out, or whatever it is, out of the roof, which fits with, you know, someone being in there cooking, I don't know, something. So, and if you put the right stuff in front of it, I think it kind of works. I prefer the trucks, the Paleomedical trucks, but it's such a hassle to drive them where you want them. And so I used 2 of them later on, and the rest of it was just made by using Legion's original idea. And for me, I think I warmed myself up for using this particular piece of decoration. Now I'm doing the common room plaza, and it's a Celtic pattern again. It combines 4 loops, so I thought it was fitting for this occasion. And I think it captures the Hufflepuff spirit, of bringing everyone together. Anyhow, what was I? I was talking about about the food truck thing. So of course I used it a couple of times. Just to fill in the empty spots of this celebration area. And I wanted it to feel packed again, like everything in this park. Full of stuff and things to discover. Everywhere there's a little nook and seating section where you can sit down and chill or enjoy the view, And just put a ton of decorations around, ton of little food moments. I'm repeating myself. I'm going to shut up now for a while. You know what this is for, and I think things will make sense while watching them, and I will get back to you once I start decorating the common room plaza, aka the dance floor. So here's some lovely music for you, and I'll talk to you in a bit. So here we are. I'm preparing this little plaza. And I struggled a little bit because I had to wrap my head around the double role it had to play. So it had to work as a usual common room thing that I have already designed for the Gryffindors. And I wanted it to have this a comparable vibe. But it also had to work as a dance floor. So I had to figure out how to section it off and where to add the benches. I figured they could have moved the benches. That is what I went for. And so I ended up with this relatively open space in the middle that is sectioned off with all of these planters. And then I started to put colorful lights behind the bushes. And I went with 4 colors. I used the Hogwarts colors, basically, but pink instead, like this magenta instead of red, because I liked it more. It looks more festive. I like magenta, as you know, because I wanted there to be like this party lighting color stuff happening. Of course, now I would have used another light. We all know it, but I didn't have it back then. So this is what I chose to do. And I think it works too. It looks kind of nice. And I ended up, I have these 4 corners, putting these 3 tall lights in every corner and sort of giving it every corner. Oh my. I've used the word corners a lot right now, and I gave it every corner one of the 4 colors. And now it looks a bit like something cozy where you could, you have the dance floor in the middle. I don't know where the band is going to go. They're not set up yet. Maybe there isn't a band. Maybe we have a DJ. Who knows? Who knows how it works? Yeah. And a ton of seating opportunities immediately next to the dance floor, in case you want to sit down, gossip a little bit, talk about your crush, how to approach it, that sort of stuff. And grab a drink, grab a snack, and go partying again, dancing, that is, in this case. And I like it a lot, and I hope you like it too. It's something a little different from the usual thing I do. It gives this little area a really nice, I think, colorful mood, to be a celebration area, and I like that a lot. Now here I put myself in a bit of a predicament. Because I had forgotten that I wanted my pond, the Kelpie pond, to be interactive, and that I had the stepping stone trail going through it. And that, of course, you need to be able to enter or exit on both sides. And I first had put a garden on the one side where there is the exit building that from the Triwizard Task that is leading you to the celebration area. I had put a garden there and no way to access this area there, and this side of the pond, which of course I had to rectify. I couldn't keep it like this. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can argue away with, saying, yeah, it's a special day today. They have a celebration, but this was not it. This I couldn't just pretend that normally there is a path there. So I had to bring it back in, created even more cozy little seating spots that I like this section a lot. It's very hidden and secluded, and I like that type of stuff. I don't know if in case this wasn't clear before, I like to sit because I spent most of my time designing seating sections. To me, it's apart from the dinosaurs, the most important aspect of such a park. You need spaces to sit down wherever you want. So that's me. And now it's just some finishing touches, even more seating spaces around the dance floor. I put benches next to the monorail station that is there, the glitched monorail station. And I even went so far as to glitch amenities so that I could put more tables and chairs in front of them. But we're getting there soon. So we're not there yet. Right now I'm designing the entry and the exit of this monorail station. I want to make sure that people get that once if you take this train, you're going to go to the... It's going to take you to the Gryffindor section, and that when you exit, you're in Hufflepuff. So now... But after that, I'm going to glitch one amenity because I don't like, if you select tables and chairs as a decoration, they give you a 3 and have all of this open space, and it doesn't fit with the whole everything is packed and stuffed aesthetic this park is going. So I decided to glitch tables and chairs in front of this amenity. You need to be careful where you put them, because I couldn't put one on the left side, because I couldn't sink the ground enough to take it there, to put it there, to not be affected by the building, to not be in the way of the building. I would have loved to, but then I would have had to move the other amenity and everything. That was a little too much. So I decided that this huge restaurant has an equally huge seating section off to the right, and the other side is reserved for the neighboring is reserved for the neighboring amenity, and that's fine. So here we go. I just wanted to show you how this looks from the top view. I really like it, even though I didn't use the new light we have. I'm thinking of adding it to the dance floor, but I think this is it gives you a nice garden party, a nice garden party vibe with Chinese lanterns, in all colors, fairy lights, the whole Hogwarts deal. And I think I don't know. I really like it. But that's it. I'm leaving you to these glamour shots. We can now say that the Hufflepuff Care of Magical Creatures Station, as well as the Triwizard Tournament event, are complete. We have everything we need for it. Yeah, I hope you like this interpretation of it. I hope this episode was at least a little bit worth the wait. If not, I'm sorry. But I thank you for watching. Go check out my Unity Park episode if you haven't yet. And stay tuned until next week, maybe with a live stream. I'm kind of tempted to do a Hogwarts Park live stream again, because I have plans for a little section that I want to build, but it's something I could do with you guys. So who knows? Gotta talk to the husband again before I make any announcements. But now I have something that I can use to convince him, because now the internet knows. So fingers crossed. Making it sound as if he's telling me what I can and can't do. It's not the case. But, we're living together, so you need to find some arrangements. That's just how the world works. So anyhow, this is okay. I'm talking again. I shouldn't. So take care, guys. Stay inspired. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.